Hi there, crypto fans. Dick Allgire here in Hawaii. I want to talk a little bit about what I know about the big merge that's coming up in about a month involving the popular cryptocurrency Ethereum. Many years ago, a lot of us thought we will invest in cryptocurrencies. They will increase in value by 10, 20, 30, 100 times, and we'll be rich and we'll buy Lamborghinis. It's not that easy. It turns out this is a process, this is an evolution, we're in the developmental stages. There are a lot of changes, and there are a lot of things that you need to keep track of and know about if you hold a number of cryptos. Look at the address of all your little tokens and see the ones that are ERC20. Those are on the Ethereum blockchain. So what's going to happen is going to affect a lot of popular cryptos. I've been on the phone today with people who can write blockchain, who are like authorized blockchain coders. I've talked to people who are associated with wallet companies and other people who understand the programming, the ins and outs of blockchain. And it wasn't encouraging because a lot of very well-versed people are a little bit, I wouldn't say apprehensive, but they don't know exactly what's going on. What they're saying is Ethereum may have a really good plan and this may come off flawlessly, but they're not communicating it very well. Okay, the first thing you need to know is that Ethereum was developed by an alien hybrid by the name of Vitalik Buterin. Vitalik Buterin is an extremely intelligent young man, I say man, but I think he's an alien hybrid. Extremely young man who was publishing advanced mathematical articles in the 3rd grade. That's literally true, and he's literally that smart. So we're kind of trusting, like, Vitalik, you know what's going on with Ethereum. It's going to be the smart contract blockchain of the future for corporations, and we're on board here, buddy. We've put a bunch of money in your thing. So now it turns out that there is a major architectural change, and I'll explain it for dummies. And I'm a dummy. I'm supposed to stay like kind of uninformed about most cryptocurrencies because I do remote viewing, and the less you know when you remote view, the better you can get the data out of the greater field of consciousness. You don't want to front load yourself. But I also do a YouTube segment, so I need to know a little something. So here's where we are with this. Currently, Ethereum is mined. That means it's validated by proof of work. When something happens on the Ethereum blockchain, like you send Ethereum back or forth, or you do a smart contract, that block of data has to be written onto the overall blockchain. It has to be verified, and it's verified by miners with computer rigs with a lot of processing power, and there's a cryptographic algorithm, and they solve the puzzle, and the first ones to solve the puzzle, they get a little bit of Ethereum for it. They get a reward, and when enough of them validate all the blocks, then it becomes part of the blockchain. Well, that unfortunately introduces a natural component of our atmosphere back into the atmosphere, and there are a lot of people that feel that's really, really bad. Like, we can't have carbon dioxide introduced back into the atmosphere. It will end the Earth. So they're switching Ethereum to a more environmentally sustainable, friendly, and I hope it's diverse and equitable too. I really do. That's so important to me. I want my cryptocurrency to be sustainable, diverse, equitable, and most of all, inclusive. So hopefully Ethereum's going to be more inclusive as it is more sustainable. What they're switching to is something called proof of stake, which means if you own a lot of Ethereum, you can be a validator node, and it takes a lot less energy. You verify the blockchain. You don't do it by this cumbersome process. If you try to cheat and introduce data that's not supposed to be there, they can they'll punish you, like remove part of your stake. So there will be harsh penalties. Keep everybody honest. So proof of work mining, carbon dioxide, bad. Proof of stake, which means if you have a lot of Ethereum, you get to have a say. What this will mean is that Ethereum will become less decentralized and more centralized. It will be, the control will be more in the hands of rich people and corporations. So Ethereum is moving towards being the blockchain of contracts and payments for high-end corporations. Now that might be good because they can afford more fees. It will generate more money, and your Ethereum stake will be worth more money. Is this going to go flawlessly? It might. I mean, it might just happen in the background and you don't notice anything. There are other things that might happen. Some of the miners who are losing their revenue and they've invested in mining equipment may say, to hell with you, we're going to fork this chain and we're going to go on mining. We're going to have old Ethereum that's still proof of mining, and we're going to keep mining it, and we're going to be using this, and you guys can take your, you have an airplane going by. There it goes. I can never get through one of these without some background noise. So it might fork off, and you might have two different versions of Ethereum. The proof of ownership for the high end, and then the working man's Ethereum for the miners. What's going to happen to the Ethereum and all the ERC tokens that you have on a private wallet? Like, oh, I've got it on my Ledger, or I've got it on my Elipal and it's offline, or my Trezor. Some of the wallet people, they're not sure yet. This hasn't been made clear to them. So they're trying to get clarification on that. What happens, are some of these tokens going to go away? Some of the smaller sub-chains? Like I looked at one of my wallets today. I looked at Caleb Brown, and all of the ERC20 tokens, I have like 10 or 15 of them. Little ones that I got a little money here, a little there. What happens to them? There's been no clarification on that. So less decentralization, more centralized, more control by the big money, but less carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. There is also something involved here. Let's have another airplane go by. This park is in the takeoff and landing pattern of the Honolulu airport, so airplanes go by, it's cool. I want to talk about sharding. Some of the sub-blockchains, there is a way for sub-chains to do their own thing off of Ethereum, and that's known as sharding. Now, I always thought that referred to, you know, when you have a little gas and you're trying to, but you really have diarrhea and then you mess your pants. Let's just hope that Ethereum doesn't crap its pants.